What up, good people? This is D.H.T.E, the one and only, and I'm excited to share something amazing with you today. So I went to church, right? But this was no ordinary Sunday service. It was something else. We had about more than 6 churches represented at the same venue. Different denominations, mind you. Different denominations, different backgrounds of people and pastors, and just everyone just coming together and worshiping the one and only God, lifting up holy hands, and crying out to God for salvation, crying out to God in praise and adoration, and just being in the awe of God, and just being in the moment, and just forgetting everything, just pressing into God. I saw a little baby, about 3 months old. The grandpa was holding him and he was just excited, he's just smiling and just laughing and just, I was, oh my Lord. I saw like youth up in a balcony just crying out to God, just worshiping, people on the knees just praying and just worshiping and just being consumed by the presence of God. And you felt, man, it was just so thick and it was just so man. Ooh. It was something else. So these pastors had to close their Sunday service, close up their venue and meet somewhere else. Who does that? This is like, this speaks of maturity. This speaks of humility. And this Sunday was so special because there was no such a thing as the man of the hour. There was no such a thing as the woman of the hour. We were just all brothers and sisters, the bride of Christ, just worshiping God, just in humility and just being just soaked in the love of God and just worshiping and crying out to God in repentance and just asking God to cleanse us and purify us and make us holy. Man, what a sight to see. What a sight for sore eyes. Oh, my. Woo, man. In a world where pastors just want to hold up believers, hold up members, you will not go to another church. You will not mix with those other believers. Really, pastor? Really? Is that how you want to divide up the bride of Christ? Is the bride of Christ not divided? Did Jesus die only for the Pentecostals? Did Jesus die only for the Baptists? Did Jesus die only for some people? Nah. Jesus died for all. Jesus died. He laid his life down for his bride, the church. When we get to heaven, there's not going to be a section just for the Pentecostals over here and the section just for the Baptists here. No. There will just be one bride, one church, holy. Oh my. I long for the day. I long for the day when the Paul Washer would join hands with the Tony Evans and the Jim Simbler will join hands with the Robert Morris and all these pastors that believe in Jesus, that believe in the resurrection of Jesus, that believe that he lived a sinless life and he died on the cross and he rose on the 3rd day. All of those who believe that there is no other name by which man can be saved except through Jesus. I long for that day when all these pastors will just come together as one. Bring all the congregation and say, listen, we disagree on all these things. But one thing we agree, and that is Jesus. One thing we agree, and that is the resurrection. One thing we agree is that is salvation through faith in Jesus Christ and no other name. Oh my. I really long, God, I long for this day. I long for the day where the church will unite, where the church will just unite and just reach the lost and just visit the homeless and visit the prisoners and visit the sick and feed the hungry and minister the gospel and just spread the kingdom message and just reach the lost for Christ. So it's up to you and me. I really think it's up to you and me to really take this out and individually in our lives, if there's someone else who's lifting up holy hands in faith and truth and spirit, worshiping God and living out a godly life, or maybe they're struggling and you believe to be a bit stronger than them in the faith, you believe to be a bit stronger in the faith, but they're of a different denomination, how about you reach out? How about you make friends? How about you just take the number and call them up for coffee and say, hey, listen, I'm not here to talk about baptism, and I'm not here to talk about tongues, I'm not here to talk about this and that. I'm here to talk about your relationship with Jesus. Where are you in your relationship with Jesus? Can you do that as an individual Christian? Can you take someone's hand and say, listen, I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to help you through this. Let's do that. Let's do that. D.H.T.E right here. I'm out.